this is what happened to us. We're like running these events and doing all this
You're
work.
telling the same thing to the same person every time,
Yes.
all the time. And they're like, they are present physically, mentally, they're probably surfing or they're flying away or who knows where.
So how we solved it, is we created something that you all know very well right now, which is recruit to invite.
Yeah.
So a week before that weekly event, the only thing we spoke about is don't wait for you to get this prospect to the event for them to sign up. Your job is now to sign up as many people so these people can bring guests to the event. Because even if I signed someone as a customer and said, why don't you bring a friend who may be interested in our products and our business and let them see the video and then come to the first part of the morning where we will have a presentation. You know what happens to that new customer or team member? They don't know they're a team member yet. They think they're just a customer. They're so worried that the new person has a great experience. They're going to turn up, they're going to act, they're going to have a different posture. They're going to want them to meet all the leaders in the room, and that is our job. That recruit to invite a week before the event is more important than anything. And so what we saw is, as we became more experienced and went to a new country and started building again, is that the numbers at events told a story. So we marketed that story. We're like, hey, last month we were 20 people, right? And this month we were 35 people. Well, if you wait too long, you're going to be left out because 3 months from now we're going to have 100 people here and none of them will be in your team.
What we would do is, again, in addition to that, is again the social proof. You know, we would go through the room, right, and we would know, because we had obviously a registration, and we would know who had invited or had the most team in that room. And would say, you know, so-and-so, how many people do you have today here? We already knew, obviously. And that person will stand up and say, I have so many. You know, and what happened to your monthly check? Well, we didn't say most of the time numbers, because, again, you don't want to put a measure to people that doesn't feel they can reach it. But we always say, you know, you can double, you can triple, you can 10x. And people can do whatever numbers. Because for me, for example, maybe $5,000 is a lot. For somebody else, $5,000, they don't even get up for that. You know, I don't know who, but anyway. You know, is that making sense? But when you say to someone, last month, you know, I started doing this. This month I have double my business. And I have that many people in the room. Guess what happens to most of them? They're like, okay, well, I know that person was last month here. And I know how much they were struggling. And this month they are big smile and they have people around. What are they doing different? And this is where it comes, you know, you guys having to work with your leaders, and the ones, when you understand, you know, you see the infrastructure, you will see, oh, that's a high building there. Oh, okay. That's your leader. And that's the leader you're going to bring and you're going to put on stage and share what they've done, because you know what they've done. You've been working with them. And you know the narrative is going to be the same as yours. Is that making sense? Yeah? The message, always the message, always the message, always, always.